depression, the symptoms, but I can't locate the cause. Could God really be so cruel to give us feelings that could never be fulfilled? Baby, I got my sights set on you. I've got my sights set on you. And someday, yeah, you'll come my way. But when you put your arms around me, I'll be looking over your shoulder for something new. 'Cause I ain't never found peace upon the breast of a girl. I ain't never found peace with the religion of the world. I ain't never found peace at the bottom of a glass. And sometimes it seems the more I ask for, the less I receive. Sometimes it seems the more I ask for, the less I receive. The only true freedom is freedom from the heart's desires. And the only true happiness this way lies. Hi, my name is Gravity Groove. This is Not Safe for Work Runeterra. Let's talk a little bit about what this show is and what it isn't. First off, the ruthlessly positive affect that some channels and some streamers give you, I'm not going to give you that. Part of my personality involves having been a survivor of some pretty intense shit that would turn you white. So when it comes to positivity, it's not something I exactly radiate. What I've been able to affect over a long life is somewhat of a kind of Zen vibe when I'm at my best. Things will fall down, things will fall apart. It's inevitable, but that's okay. It's not going to stop us. If the shit we've already been through hasn't stopped us, nothing is going to stop us. So while that's not the most positive goddamn vibe or take, on the world, that everything's going to fucking be alright, it's not. There's a good chance you can survive it. If I did, and I've had all the goddamn chips against me my whole fucking life, you probably can too. That's all. So, if you want 100% cheerleading and nothing but, goodness and joy and fucking unicorn shit, then you're on the wrong place, man. You're in the wrong channel. But if you want someone who's a little more real and can tell like it is and occasionally make it funny, you can watch me get kicked in the balls all day. Some people are into that. Some people pay good money for that. I don't know those people. I don't want to know those people. Okay, so we've modified our deep deck a little bit. And I think we're going to give that a shot today. We've got the traditional core, of course, of Dredgers, a couple Jettisons, some Thorny Toads, Vile Feast. These are all tools you need to try to keep yourself alive in the first 3 or 4 turns of the game. The cheeky missed call is because I think it's often more important to missed call a Jowl Hunter or a Wanderer or even a Thorny Toad to buy yourself time in the early game. And occasionally missed call is just this great thing where they like blow out your Maokai early before you get to fetch with it or sap with it, and you can just missed call and break the tempo loss there immediately. Mostly how you lose with this deck is you get tempoed out. You're big enough that you can go over or at least hang with most of the control strategies in the format. And you have catch-up mechanics like Grasp to gain you 6 life here, Withering Wail to gain you 6 more life here, and Devourer, being an obliterate effect, occasionally can deal with things that other things can't deal with. Of course, we have Salvage to gas back up here, but mostly Salvage is just there as an additional toss mechanic. And I do wish this deck had a few more tools for removal for the mid game. I'm not overly happy with Vile Feast as our primary option. I do wish we had something around 4 mana that just, you know, killed something. Even if there was a cost, like these colors I feel like represent black mana to a degree in Magic, and having something that was like deal 3 damage to yourself, destroy any follower. That'd be fine. It doesn't even have to be able to target champions. And that'd be a reasonable restriction. But we're going to give this one a shot today and expect the worst, because that's often how things go for us. I have, I believe, 4 decks or so right now. I have Braum and Senjuan. I have the Easy and Twisted Fate pile, which did not perform very well for me. Essentially auto folds to Braum decks. And we have my goofy Jinx discard deck. Oh, and we have a deck that's not good. It's a Mogwai deck that's not good. Well, I appreciate the man. The Casino deck is so incredibly hard to get to roll. It's fun, but it's not good. So I think we like that one a lot. I enjoyed that one a lot. But unfortunately, as is in most card games, things that are fun often aren't good, and the overlap is rare. That's probably the one I enjoy the most, though. Part of that is just because Jinx's line readings and just sort of everything are just really endearing. So this is not a very good hand, as you can see. We've got a lot of stall, we don't have a lot of toss. We really could use a Maokai or one of our 3 drops next turn. Otherwise we're just going to be salvaging. What the hell is this? How do you pronounce this? Ephemeral. So they're going to be making tons of ephemeral things and try to just bomb us out in big explosive turns. We need to try to hold on to the side of the rails of this thing and not just explode. I guess we'll jettison. Just use one of our spell mana. Make sure that if they pass, we're not losing anything here. Yep, 10 out of 10, that was going to happen. Do we deal 1 to this to potentially hope that we can get to Warping Wail? I think we do. Also gives us an additional chump. Okay. Cool, we got a Hunters. We got something we can do on curve.
Blood and guts, golden
Feel a little
glory.
bit worse about wasting the bile on that. We're probably just salvaging next turn. Would have been really nice to get Maokai this turn.
Croaking you won't burn if you don't!
Eh? I have not seen these things combined. Bilgewater and... I have not seen these things combined. This is weird. Okay, so we do have to worry about a powder keg trick then. Should we just trade off now?
Set the hooks!
If we're playing Petty Officer, we're probably playing some Let It Rain. Playing Maokai. There's a 3-up.
That egg, did it move?
Very confusing. We're up in Brew City here. But we're low rank, so we kind of expect to be in Brew City. Is this fearsome and elusive? That's such a weird combination.
Everyone's a garden.
Ouch. This is a lot of shit. I don't feel like stunning any of it's the answer, though. Vile Feast would have been good. Withering Whale would have been good. I guess we can aim for that next turn. He's probably grabbing both of our things. That's for 7.
I'll blow up the pieces!
Open wide, sugar.
Did he forgot he can grab things? Oh, he wanted to leave one out to make sure the shark popped up. Fair. So we'll knock this down to 1. So the Withering Whale will get it. Block the 3 here. I think he's realizing he could have used Challenger now. So yeah, we did take 7. We've got 2 healing on board and 3 waiting in the wings though. And this eats his entire board, which is pretty sweet.
What's that noise?
His entire board, which is pretty sweet. We're gonna have to deal with it that endures or they that endure soon. So hopefully we can get Nautilus online, and that way we can, with Nautilus online, we can Riptide something back into the deck. He can't cast it this turn because they made it cost 7. We are just passing. Now we gotta use our mana, right? Should we just Maokai here? That can't be right. You know what? Maybe it is.
Wrath must be cut away.
I follow you anywhere.
I know just the place.
Probably better to cast it on their turn. There's Nautilus, so if we can survive the next couple of turns, things should go really well. Are you just swinging with Elise?
You won't feel it at first.
I tire of waiting.
I must get out of here. Who's falling for blood?
And we're
You
getting
will
such a good hit out of
suffer
this.
long.
Oh right, we can't even block that. This looks like a pretty good hit.
We've made the most.
So we could salvage, or we can pass and then Nautilus and potentially have Riptide online next turn. Riptide or salvage. I like that too. I think that's what we're gonna do. Monkey Idol is annoying. We can't interact with that problem right now. Yeah, this definitely is a just a janky.
I will tend this garden.
So, what are our options here? We can salvage and eat Maokai. I don't know, we're one off. Okay, so Gel Hunters gives us a grapple dude, challenger dude. So does Shipwreck Hoarder.
I learned patience.
The Hoarder for now. Well, we're pretty damn close to deep. Nautilus and have Riptide or Salvage up. And if we can get this killed by blocking with one of the creeps he's going to make, that would be perfect. If he plays They That Endures, we leave this Nautilus into Riptide. We've got the heal now as well. Do we just eat the Phantom Prankster then? Do we just eat the Phantom Prankster then? It's a lot of damage it saves us. Damage it saves us. Sure. Yeah, we'll gladly gain 2 life. Gladly gain 2 life, sir. So I think we're just playing the Hunters next turn just to be mana efficient.
I tire of
Is this the salty timeout? Maokai is definitely something we need to consider.
Vessel small, but she ain't lacking courage.
Nice. Now we got multiple ways to intercept the Maokai. Like it. Well, we could play Nautilus, but honestly, I just want to get that Maokai off the board, like... I think getting milled out is a very real way we can lose. If he plays another one, we are going to devour it.
The Isles will bloom again.
Which we're just going straight for it. He's one away from leveling. If he does level, we can at least play Nautilus and get some of our deck back. We keep having to push off playing Nautilus, like... It's not ideal, but you know. Treasure Trove? Sure. We don't really need to cast anything. Oh, our hand was too full. Our hand was too full. Ah. Oh well. Hand was too full for it to matter. We're winning too hard for that card to have been good. Nautilus will trigger Maokai.
The shadow approaches. All will drown. Give them life eternal.
That's annoying. So they're Maokai auto levels now. Get a full swing and then... face. Sounds like fun.
Forward.
That was an interesting combination. I don't think that was a meta deck. We haven't really got to brewing in this game just yet because we have some cards now, but we do not have all the cards. I feel like you need like basically all the champions to be able to really sit down and stare at them and think, okay, what are the primary 3 decks? What can I do to attack the primary 3 decks? What combinations have enough synergies and enough raw power level for me to be able to consider using them in a meta way? Well, it's like the best thing we've ever had on the show, and they just conceded. Tears, real tears. See what you're doing to me? Okay, on to the next one. More appropriate. Okay, it's another meta deck, but because it's got Twisted Fate in it, it's going to be all about drawing all the cards in the world. If you want to keep Salvage or dump that and hope for a Dredge Dredgers or a Jettison, Salvage is fine. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's pretty similar to the hand we just had. That's cool. Kill Fizz with our several of our tools. We have Vial. That's annoying. That's really annoying. Getting hit with the 3/3 on turn 1. This will buy us some time.
Found one!
This deck's looking like it's going to be all weenie creatures, huh? I hope we can draw one of our Warping Whales or some of our creature removal pretty soon. Or we could be in trouble. If we just draw more big sea critters, we're definitely going to be in trouble. Copies. Another Hunter's fine. Kind of hoping we just get a 4-mana Sea Beast out of one of these.
Fizz! Stubby!
Fresh is worth at least twice as much.
That is not what we wanted.
They don't need riches.
Okay. Well, we're going to try to get it with the Hunter next turn. Now that they've made it not ignore.
Set the hooks! Started without me.
Butchered again. Okay, so now I think we have to play this. Originally I wanted to play Maokai to potentially get the value online, but forced us to have to trade here. There's one of my whales.
Time to get rich.
Fuck. Fuck. Shit.
I will tend this garden.
Really need this to stick now.
Vessel small, but she ain't lacking courage.
Goes well, we can get the 4-4 and the 3-1.
You are not wanted here, intruder.
Like that's ever stopped me. Something for
Chump Maokai with the 3-1. Damn it. You're just drawing so badly.
Let's
Yeah,
get
he's
to
getting that online very, very quickly.
You defile the grove.
Very, very quickly. Well, he would have, in theory. Jettison. We do this and jettison and salvage. Do we have enough for that? No.
Let me at him.
So this will get us to 5 away. We wait till next turn, see if he goes for giving this elusive and then block jettison. Oh, and now we have Riptide as well. That's pretty good. I like my odds now.
My selection speaks for itself.
Okay, might as well just make sure we're getting the most out of our mana here. Going deep, boys. Going deep, Leo. We're accepting now.
There's another one!
Well, Shipwreck Hoarder still leaves Riptide up. I think we got this one. I think.
I'm ready. Come on.
Can he give elusive once I've assigned blocks, or does that not matter? Yeah. Okay. I'm down with that. Got 2 Riptides now.
Credit denied.
Okay. Doesn't want to block with it, alright. Cool. I think we just play the big bad, and if it survives back to our attack phase, we can't win. I mean, we could also eat the slot bot, which I don't hate. But to end the game.
I'm always up for a round or two.
Sure.
Soak it in.
Spin, you win!
Wow. So now we go for Grasp on Twisted Fate.
I want to play.
Oh. Okay. Doing okay with the sea critters today. Still in bronze. Not soon this is bronze. It doesn't like tell me what my rank is, but I assume this is bronze at just the bottom because people just get crushed this season. But hey, we've only been playing for like 2 weeks. So did you hear that the UK ruling recently came down that said that loot boxes were considered gambling, like full stop? And that could mean that that could mean that Magic the Gathering, in terms of Magic Arena, is going to have a problem. Because what are digital card packs other than loot boxes? That's what some of the loot boxes were in games like FIFA and like the NBA games, where you buy packs to like unlock athletes and new stats and things. That could be a big deal. I've always said that Magic was gambling, and I've had people push back on me before, but history will prove that I was right. I was right. I was right. What I say? You're right.
Alone, we see things as they truly are. Tread lightly,
I'll
strike
try
hard.
to chew on that thing as quickly as possible. Here goes disappointment.
Fell into him!
Man, Elusive is a fun mechanic, isn't it? They played one card and then we lost the game.
I will tend this garden.
Gosh, Elusive is a fun mechanic.
Fast as wind, light as air.
Deny, I assume. Yep. Again, Elusive is just a great mechanic. I think it's the best mechanic in the game. I think it's the best mechanic in any game I've ever played, ever. I don't think there's a better mechanic. I don't think that a game exists now, in the past, or in any foreseeable future that's a better mechanic than Elusive. Really. Can't possibly. It's impossible. Can't possibly. It's the perfect, the pinnacle of design. Cards you can't interact with just win the game by
Only
themselves.
I can endure the
Chef's
dragon's
kiss.
fury.
Perfect. Perfect. 10 out of 10. Great design. Love it. Love it.
The sweet
fucking
smell
great.
of science.
After we got our grasp countered. What the fuck do we do now? Salvage to look for a grasp or a jowl hunter? Or a devourer of the deep? Okay.
I have learned patience.
Cast that now.
Protect our grove.
Two away, so we've got deep online.
I will not hold back.
We give that a challenge here.
Groundbreaking invention to date.
My lands need me. Prepare yourself.
Shit. Man, we are just completely checkmated. Completely and totally checkmated. Barrier stops are jettisoned, shattering.
Conflict is all in the mind.
It's smaller than a diagram.
go for this. Once that thing gets online, it's game over. More dangerous than Heimerdinger here.
Conflict is all in the mind. I'll see this through. I will not hold back.
Does that stop the effect?
I fight with the dragon's fury.
That was fun.
Not again.
So that was a lot like playing Nexus in Magic the Gathering. For those of you who've had the displeasure of playing against Nexus of Fate deck in Magic the Gathering, you just watch your opponent furiously masturbate for 30 minutes and then you lose the game. So that's what that was. I hope my opponent's O-Face is very satisfied. Also, fuck that guy. Oh great, more self-pleasure. You know, living the lifestyle you live should be illegal. It's disgusting how you live. You're a pervert. It's awful. So we have Riptides, and we have Atrocities, and we have Grasps that are all things that could potentially kill, fuck you. Could potentially kill Heimerdinger or EZ. Which there goes two of them. But this matchup is not fantastic. Primarily because Heimerdinger by himself is just broken beyond belief. Like, he's too fucking powerful, and I honestly don't know how you balance him. Maybe give him 2 hit points instead of 3? Make him a 2/2 like Twisted Fate? That would open up a lot more removal opportunities. That's probably what you do, honestly. Just make him a 2/2.
The order rewards its faithful.
Also getting ready to play 3 elusive cards. This thing needs to be nerfed as well. I think they should just take the draw off of it. Having it be an elusive threat that draws a card is just too broken. Just have it be a 2/2 elusive threat for 3. It's a common card anyway. It's just far too good for it to be a common card. The other solution would be to make it be 4 mana. But as it stands, it's pretty overpowered. Which is why every deck you run into is playing it. Like, if you're seeing a card in every deck and every archetype, regardless of if it fits, it's because it's broken. This is super unfortunate for us, huh? Do we just fire this off so that our Warping Whale gets this eventually? Sure. It's a little more mana efficient. All of our 6 drops and our 1/7 drop. Yep, this is not a winnable draw.
Night falls.
There's no point in me playing something out here. He's just going to drop easy or H and go insane, so fuck it, force him to act. Still pretty far away.
The world's a big place. Let's see all of it.
Could draw to deny at least. Okay.
Sure.
Why didn't that work?
I will play my part.
Oh, he reduced its health. I get it. I guess we can Withering Wail twice. That seems bad. All these options seem bad. I always forget it's by health, not power. Okay.
Gotcha.
I feel like we've lost this one already. That counterplay was like pitch perfect.
Danger A.
I mean, all the Bowers are nice.
Firing.
Okay. Another medicine. God damn, he's got a lot of fucking spells to target.
Sure.
We're not getting to play the game here, folks. As I said about these decks, it's just watching your opponent jerk off furiously for 30 minutes. And that's what's happening. Gonna get denied here. 10 out of 10. Fucking shit. Okay. Yeah, nothing we can fucking do. There's every goddamn answer in the fucking universe. It's infuriating. Could there be a more perfect draw than this asshole has demonstrated here? Denied. This is enough to make a person never want to play this game. I'm just telling you right now. This sort of gameplay loop is enough to make a person never want to play this game ever again. Third time's a charm. This would be 3 times we've attempted this. 3. don't level up. Fuck you.
Don't blink or you'll miss me.
Night falls.
Nailed it.
Uh-huh. I don't know. He keeps his... I thought when they got removed from the field, they lost their... oh no, it's only certain heroes. Like...
Check me out.
Okay. We're gonna try this again.
How do you get that kind of volume in your hair?
Electrical currents and aging safety equipment, my boy.
The depths take you. Drag them down.
Okay. The grace of God you live. Please can we be done here? So over this fucking deck. Lost the Riptide.
Forward.
Okay. Oh, God, it was like playing against fucking Simic Flash. Jesus Christ, even when you win, you fucking want to reach through the screen and just slap the shit out of the person piloting on the other side. God damn it. You know what's never fun? When you build a deck full of cool things you want to do, and the person on the other side just goes, counterspell, 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 bounce, counterspell, fucking counterspell! Jesus fucking Christ! Let me play the game! I paid for it! Son of a bitch. I hope they never print any other effects like Deny in the game. Like, sincerely, please don't. Feel free to print some discard, like, make it your opponent chooses what to discard. Don't make it random, and don't make it like Thoughtseize, but if you start to print a few effects that have discard in them, just make it, you know, as mild as you can. I feel like that's going to come into the game at some point. You don't want Thoughtseize type effects. You don't want random discard effects, because those are both real feel-bads. You're like, well, you don't want another layer of random on a random game, so like, they make you discard the one card you needed to win off a random effect is going to suck. It's going to suck so much. So if you do make those effects, please make it so your opponent chooses what they discard. Alright, I think we've done okay here today. We've won 3 out of 4 of our games. 4 out of 5 technically, although one was just a concede. I definitely still enjoy this deck. We've had better draws today, which have allowed me to really demonstrate that it is quite playable. But there are a lot of draws where you get all of your top end, and then you mulligan them all away, and they just come right back. And your chances of winning the game are so fucking low. as a result. I've seen some variations of sea monsters as a result put Ruination into the deck, so that if they do have one of those really bad draws, they still have a chance to catch up by casting Ruination on 5 or 6, or I guess on 6, and being able to stabilize. But I feel like the list is pretty tight as it is, and there's not a lot of flexibility for additional adds. I mean, the curve is pretty good. Curve's pretty good. Sometimes you're just going to draw bad and it's going to feel bad. But that's just part of the game, I guess. This has been Gravity Groove for Not Safe for Work Runeterra. And fucking nerf Elusive, you cowards. We'll see you later. Boom.